Hi there. One day, a few years ago, I looked on ipdb.org and I looked at the number one pinball machine of all time because I wanted to know what it was and I wanted to get one. And it happened to be the Twilight Zone. So I found one and I bought one. I had played it before, but I play it a lot more now. I enjoy the Twilight Zone. I think it's a great game, but it's a very deep game. I've got Rod with me today. Hi, Rod.
Hello.
Now, it's a very sought after game, not unlike the Addams Family. So can you tell us, Rod, what are common things that perhaps go wrong, first of all, in our Twilight Zone?
Okay, probably the most common would be the clock, right there. So the original setup had incandescent lamps inside there, and there was a little board in there that runs the optos that tell it what the time is, and the incandescent lamps would cook the board. So I would say if you have a Twilight Zone without a replacement board, it's going to say clock is broken. Mm-hmm. It can be fixed. It doesn't interact with the game in any major way. It's just a whole and soul piece that makes it look pretty. The second thing would be this game uses a ceramic ball, the Gumball. Oh. There are a few detectors on the game that tell the machine where that ball is. The one that's in the trough is synonymous for failing. The machine will correct itself. If it doesn't realise the Gumball, the ceramic ball, is in the trough, when it goes out into one of the tunnels in the playfield, it will say, aha, that's the ceramic ball, and it will adjust. There are some aftermarket boards that you can get to put in there. Even with that, I find them very finicky and they have to be adjusted quite regularly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about playfield wear?
Not so much playfield wear. Unfortunately, I like this as a game. I think it's a great game, but on the street in the day, it didn't do too well.
So you bought one of these when they came out?
Yes.
Okay, and you had it on site?
Yes.
Didn't make you much money?
No.
That's a common story I hear about Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Right, when they came out, they just weren't popular. Why? Too hard?
I think that was the end result, that maybe it was just a little bit too complicated, just a little bit too extreme with the game rules, and people couldn't get their head around it. The collectors love it because it has an in-depth game rules.
Keep coming back to it, yeah.
But I think when it first came out, it was a little bit too extreme.
Okay. Now this game is one that you probably could say is the most heavily modded, most amount of mods available for this game. I haven't gone overboard in terms of mods on this game. Funny you mentioned the clock, because that's the first thing I put on this machine. The clock was broken. I bought a new board that came with the LEDs, and it's a working clock. Yep, it's a working clock. I put the Gumballs in the Gumball machine. I also configured some colour changing LEDs in there as well, just to give it a bit more light in the back. I find that, because obviously that came originally with no Gumballs and no light. So it was some bit of a wasted toy there, I would think. I also couldn't fathom spending $100 on a car that lit up. So in this case, I put a $12 car that matches the game. However, the LEDs don't come on the front. But hey, it does its job. Something else I quite like to do is, on most of my games, is put these LED pad pop bumper light thingies. I have no idea what they're called, but I put these on because I like the fact that they not only light up above but also below. Yeah. So it tends to light up the area. I've also put some LEDs under the star posts, as I do. Change the flipper bands and everything over, and I do have a little bit of wear on this game, and I find that I've seen it in a lot of games. And that's where it comes out of the scoop here, it shoots out of the scoop and then bounces, and so just in front of the poker machine, the slot machine. It's called a slot machine. It comes. There's a little bit of wear there, but I put some Mylar over it, and so far so good.
See, that wear would be indicative of the scoop, the welds on the scoop being broken, and rather than the ball coming out and travelling smoothly, it would be bouncing.
Bang. Okay. Not an uncommon issue, right?
No.
The other thing I did put another mod I put on here was the TV under the back. Can I be honest and say that I don't even notice that television.
Right.
That was about $200, I think, for that. But I don't even notice it's there. So would I do it again? Nah, maybe not. But hey, it all adds to effect, doesn't it?
What about this MagnaFlip plastic? Was that broken on your one?
Probably was.
Yeah, it's a common one that the ball can jump up and hit it.
And smash it, eh? Okay. Now I understand that there is this is a 2-magnet. You explain it to us, Rod. What is this upper playfield here?
Okay, so essentially it's a little mini playfield with no flippers. So when you hit the ball up this ramp and it comes across, and this section is lit, the ball will come down, and you can see here it's got flip here. When you flip the left or the right flipper when the ball's there, the magnet will pulse and cause the ball to move around. Your object is to get it up into the top hole. But as you hit the sides and the bottom, you will score points as well.
Right. But you can buy, there's an aftermarket piece where it adds a third magnet into it or something?
Well, that's not for that. That's actually for the orbits.
Oh, it is too.
So there's a magnet here, a pancake magnet, and there's also one around there.
Yep.
And originally there was a third one that was just above.
Right.
That was taken out.
Gotcha.
You can retrofit that.
I see.
Will require you drilling a hole in your playfield. So you want to be sure about it.
Proceed with caution. Gotcha.
I've got a question, Godfather.
Oh, here he is.
Something that I've never understood with some of these machines is, why is the scoring so damn high? It's like, the inflation situation in Venezuela at the moment, where a loaf of bread costs $26 million.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of crazy to me that you're playing a game and, you're going for a score of 750 million.
Yeah.
It's a bit...
It is a bit high.
That's just me. That's just personal. Why can't your top score be 750 or 754 instead of 750 million?
They were like that in the 60s and the 70s, but I figured they just thought a bigger score might make you feel a little bit better.
Okay, fair enough. And this machine too, lads, is a wide body machine, is that right?
It is a wide body machine. It was the first of the wide body machines.
This is the first wide body machine ever made.
Well, there were a lot of wide body machines back in the 70s, but in the 90s when Bally Williams started making wide bodies, they made about six or seven of them. This was the first one.
Okay. Why? Why they mix up their tried and true formula, change everything up to make a wide body game?
Well, according to the people at Williams, they thought maybe we change the packaging a little bit and see if we get a little bit more interest. They were just a little bit concerned if they keep doing the same thing, that people might lose interest.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
And they can fit some more gadgets in.
One thing about this game too that's unique, of course, only to this game, is that, I don't know how to describe it because I'm a newbie here, but you got that mode where it spits out the gumball and you're playing with the gumball instead of a pinball.
That's right.
Yeah.
So at certain times that gumball will come out, and because it's a ceramic ball, it does travel a lot faster.
Messes with your head, Godfather, because you're so used to playing with pinballs for however long you've been playing, and suddenly you're playing with a ceramic ball that weighs whatever, half the weight of the pinball, and it messes with my head.
It does.
Something different.
A lot of things mess with your head, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right.
Now the topper, is that an awesome topper, or is that a
I was hoping he wouldn't raise this.
is that a Bally topper?
That's a $5 topper from the markets.
We can't tell.
So I'm guessing that this topper was probably less popular than most toppers out there, but I found this at the markets and it fit perfect being a gumball machine, so I stuck it on.
He's an ideas guy, this guy. Is there an actual Twilight Zone topper you can get for this game?
None that exists. Anything exists as aftermarket.
Well, then
I thought, what the heck, throw a gumball machine on it.
I'll take back some of my criticism then.
Hey, it's not too bad, eh? Yeah. Yes, good.
All right, Godfather, you gonna kick it in the guts or what?
Okay.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination.
Okay, well, that's the Twilight Zone from 1994. 3, 4,
3.
and I'm going to rate this game 7.5 out of 10. Rod?
I would go 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I dig it. As a newbie, I dig it. There's lots to do in it. Yeah, I'd go with 8.5 as well.
Well, there you have it, folks. Excellent. Thanks for coming, guys. See you next time.